What's up, everyone? Tactical Bearded Dad here, and today we are talking about the new Mac 9 DS Comp. This is the 4.25 model. So, right out the box, I would have to say that this is a good value for the money. I'm even seeing some now in the 800s to your FFL, which is really nice because I paid more than that for this one because I jumped on it as soon as I saw it available and paid a little bit more than I'm seeing some now. But I am okay with that because I wanted to get it and I am pretty happy with it so far. So, like I said, most people are able to get this in the 800s right now. If you're able to find it cheaper, man, props to you. But for me, I paid a little bit more than I probably should have to try to get it real quick. But enough of that. Let's talk about the firearm. So this is a 4.25. This is comp. It does come with a RMR optic plate, which that made me very happy that you didn't have to buy another one. And let's just be honest, the RMR is the most popular plate that there is out there. So good that they get that with it. It comes in a bag that comes in a box. It comes with two mags, two TSUS 2011 mags. So they work nicely. But so let's talk the Mac 9. Like I said, you get a 4.25. It does have ambi safety that are actually pretty decent. Some of the ones that you get are so small that you can't really even get to them. These, they actuate very easily. They're not super tough or anything like that. They are not blended through here. You do get a extended slide release, which I like a lot. I like the fact that you have it, and for some of us, you're able to just really get it very easily. You don't have to reach for it. It works very nicely. The controls are just, they're dead on. They've got nice serrations on them with it as well, but they just fit very nicely. The grip, I am not a fan of the grip. You get what you get for the price point, but I'm not a fan of the grip. We will definitely be swapping this one out. I have not decided which grip I'm going to put on it. It might be the Warwick Tactical grip. I am loving this grip and I love their trigger setup. So that is a big contender. I think that would look really nice, but I can't decide if I want to put this on something else yet. So 4.25, it's got one slot. It works really nicely with the X300. You can throw it on, fits perfect. So nice setup with it. If you've got a TLR 7X, you'll be able to put it on there. If you've got the HLX, that one will work as well. But to be honest, the X300 kind of looks the best. I like lights to normally match up if they can. But with the 4.25s, it's hard to find one. So the X300 kind of fits the bill on that part. Sticks out a little bit, but it kind of looks the best in my opinion. But I am still kind of digging the TLR HLX. I'm really liking this light. Hopefully they come out with a sub version. I know they've got the X, but I want one with the longer lens on it to where it fits some things a little bit better. It does have a flush and reverse crown barrel, which I like as well. And yes, it is empty. There's no magazines, anything like that. Don't have it on the table. But you do have that flush and reverse crown barrel. It does not have a toolless guide rod. It is just your traditional guide rod. The cut with it, this is brand new, and I'm just noticing, if you look, it looks a little rough down there. But we will see. I have not shot it yet, have not done anything with it. I do like the way that they did the serrations and such with it. I like how it's got this little indent right here, and then it flares out to the serrations. They've got the cutouts with it, and then the matching rear serrations as well. You do have a front sight, so it is a blacked out sight, blacked out rear with the serrations, with the optic plate. You can adjust it. There is a set screw there to adjust this if you need to, but it should be already dead on and good to go. One thing I have noticed, and I will tell y'all, be careful with these little screws. They are small, they are cut, but it's like they're rounded at the bottom or something like that. So just be careful not to strip them, because I was close to doing it. But you have everything with it. It does look like, I haven't messed with it yet, but it does look like this is a interchangeable trigger shoe, kind of like how the Bull Armory one does. This one looks like you'd take the set screw out. Maybe you can slide it in and out. It looks like there's enough room to be able to adjust it. That's really cool. I like that option. I like the ability to be able to do something like that. Again, the Warwick Tactical one, if you've not seen it, they have a really cool trigger system that you can take out the trigger shoe, put in another one, and you don't have to take the grip off. So really loving the stuff from Warwick Tactical. You do have the paddle on it, and I think it comes with a spare paddle in case this one gets messed up. I'm not sure if it's a different size or anything like that. I haven't really messed with it too much, but wanted to get this video out real quick. It does feel like it's sticking on the Disco a little bit, as you can see right there. Just kind of sticking on it, which it might just need some loving. I've not done anything with this gun at all. I threw the plate on it, I threw the light in the optic, and I took a picture with it earlier, but that is it. Like I said, we will be changing out the grip. We will be changing out the ignition kit in it. We might keep this trigger because I kind of like it, but we will be doing that and then just kind of cleaning up everything, polishing it up, just trying to make it a little bit more smooth. It does have, you can see in the rear here, let's get this cleaned off. So you can see just the gaps with it, but again, you expect that. It does have a good bit of play side to side. It's got a good amount of wiggle. But again, I mean, there is a bunch up here. Again, you expect it with the price that you're paying with this. I do not expect Atlas quality. I do not expect really staccato quality. So please, when you're looking at these, don't go, oh, is this going to be as good as an Atlas? Oh, is this going to be as good as a Staccato? So these are good guns for people that are getting into 2011s. They don't want to spend a ton of money, but they might want to get something. This, the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus, those two, the Springfield Prodigy, they're all ones that you can get that will not break the bank. You can get them, you can play with them, you can do all that kind of stuff, swap out the grips, swap out the triggers, all that kind of stuff, and still have less money in it than you would buying a Staccato. Yes, maybe you can find a used Staccato for a decent price, you know, $2,000, whatever, but it's just going to be a plain Staccato more than likely. Where with one of these, you can throw you a grip on it, you find you a good deal on one, you get one of those Warwick Tactical ones. You know, there's all kinds of different grips out there. There's the Atlas ones, the Chile ones. You know, there's a bunch of different grips that are out there now. There's more and more of them that you can mess with and see. You know, this is one of the new Atlas grips that has been DLC'd. You know, that is one, could look really nice on it. But again, you can get this, you can put some money in it, you can make it your own, you can have fun with it. You know, I won't doubt if I don't see some people knocking these off and throwing, you know, some more ports on it or something like that. You know, people are going to have fun with these. They're a nice starter gun. You know, the trigger is, I want to say it's like 5.5 pounds. Let's test it out. Yes, I just got one of these little cheap ones, but does the job for the most part. So yeah, 5.5. I was playing with it earlier, and that's kind of where I was at every time. Again, 5.5. So 5.5 trigger pull. It's not horrible. I will tell you, pulling it, or trying to rack it, everything like that is tough. It does need to be worked out. It needs to be cleaned up some. The disco and everything like that needs to be polished up some, trying to get it a little bit more smooth. But like I'm telling you, it is not an easy rack. But again, do not expect Atlas quality or, you know, staccato quality or any of that type when you're dealing with a $800 gun. I get asked that question all the time. Oh, is this as good as a staccato? Is it as good as an Atlas? You're talking about an $850 gun compared to a $5,000 gun or a $2,000 gun. It is not the same. If you're going to compare them apples to apples. A Mag 9 versus a Prodigy versus a Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. Those are the ones that you need to be comparing it against if you're going to compare it. But to be honest with you, they're all pretty close to the same. I will say out of all the ones I've messed with so far, the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus is probably my favorite. I do have one of their new ones coming. I'm hoping around the 25th or something like that is when they're supposed to be getting shipped. But we'll do a whole video, the Mac versus the Romulus. But with this one, it is not a bad buy. They've got the 4.25. They've got the 5-inch. You know, go with whichever one you like the most. But for the price point of that $850 or whatever that you can find it for, it is a good deal. You swap out the grip, you do some trigger work to it, clean it up, make it nice. You know, you can have a really fun gun, really nice gun, under $2,000, and, you know, make something your own. So send it off, get it Cerakoted, do something fun with it. You know, who knows? But there's some great companies out there that do amazing Cerakote work. If you need some examples, hit me up. I can get you connected with some guys. But with it, like I said, for the price point, it's a great deal because people are finding them in that $820, $850 range right now, shipped to your FFL. So get it, have some fun with it, shoot it. That's the number one thing. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Get used to it. Get used to the trigger. Get, you know, if you're running a red dot on it, get used to it. Spend money on the ammo and train. That is one of the biggest things that you can do. You can go out there and you can shoot these or whatever, but make sure you're using some of that money, spend it on some ammo and train, because it doesn't matter how nice, how fancy, how pretty, how, you know, flashy, whatever the gun is. If it doesn't shoot, if you're not comfortable with it, there's no point in having it. So that's all I got for you today. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you hit the like button. Hope you hit that subscribe button. You know, all that blah, blah, blah that everybody says. If you enjoy what you see, awesome. If not, there's a lot of other places that you can go look and check out stuff. I'm just here to try to help you out the best I can, best of my ability, and just honestly tell you how it is. So hope you've enjoyed and hope to see you at the range.